Hey everybody, it's Cracksbacks. Tonight it's time for another, unscripted discussion video. So today's topic is about Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the open network beta that dropped last night as of recording this voiceover. So, I played it on the Xbox Series S, and so far, I've been having a blast. This is, first for me because I'm not usually excited for racing games to be coming out, but since you know me, I'm a Sonic soy boy, so I gotta get as much Sonic slop as I possibly can. But overall, it was just phenomenal. Currently, there are only half of the current, revealed cast that's playable. I'm not sure if you're able to unlock the others, so right now I believe the current cast is Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, Eggman, Omega, Jet, Storm, I forget the other girl, and that's all I can name off the top of my head. But overall, the roster, it's pretty solid. There is, as tradition for most Sonic racing games, there's obviously, the whole remixed, stages and tracks throughout Sonic's history. So the current ones that we have, from what I can recall that I know is from different games, is Apotos from Sonic Unleashed, Sand Road from Sonic Adventure 2, the Eggman mech stage. We have Metal Harbor from SA2. Water Palace from Sonic Rush actually makes an appearance, which is pretty surprising because I didn't think I'd see a handheld levels here. So it's a nice little reference to that. And the remixes for them are really good as well. What's another one? Also, the E Stadium is kind of like the whole Racing Crossworlds specific track. That's all I can really name off the top of my head because, again, this is unscripted, so I don't have a script right in front of me to, tell you this. So this is just me talking about it, from my own first impressions. So the game is fun, but there are a few gripes that I do have about it, and mainly it's about the whole extreme gear. The extreme gear coming back is really good because not only are you not using a card and you're actually using the extreme gear again, it's something that we haven't seen since Free Riders, and we all know how much of a fuck, I can't speak. We all know how much of a disaster fire that Free Riders was, but I'm at least glad to see that, the Riders cast and, Extreme Gear is coming back this way. But my only gripe with Extreme Gear is that the drifting is extremely stiff. Like, if you try to drift around a corner, then more often than not, you aren't going to be able to, jog the turn in time. Unless you're able to do it early, that's it. But even then, if you do it early, you have to run the risk of, running into an enemy racer, which, it's not going to be good. But all jokes aside, Extreme Gear's fun. I haven't tried all of the other car, classes, but, they're pretty fun. Also, new I'm not sure if this was in Team Sonic Racing, or this is a new gimmick, but there's things called gadgets. What they do is essentially, kind of boost, like, a skill or thing that you have currently. So, say you want a max amount of rings to start off at a start of a race, or, maybe increase or have what power-up you want at the start of a race. You're able to equip one to sort of have that advantage, which some of them do take up a specific amount of slots. So there's a total of 6 gadget slots, but you have to unlock the other 4 since you only start off with 2. But I'm pretty sure there is plenty of ways for you to mix and match to your own playstyle, which is really, really useful. That way, not everybody's forced to, adhere to one playstyle. So you can choose maybe a specific gadget with extreme gear or one with just regular cars, It allows for a lot of customization, and on the topic of which, we now have a sort of Forza Horizon-like, customization menu where you can choose, what decals you want. You can place them wherever you want on your car or board, the colors, everything. And you can even mix and match parts as well, which I find to be really, really nice. So, that little bit of customization as well. Well, not just boards, but you get the idea. You can customize practically everything on your cards. Maybe they might add some new things as, we move forward, but it's still a beta, so the game is going to be releasing, I believe, today is the 30th, so I believe roughly 3 to 4 weeks from now, so, I won't be personally picking up the game myself, mainly because, I'm a broke fucking high school student, so I want people to afford this shit. But it will be on my to-get list. So maybe if I'm lucky and I get it on sale, then that's the way I get Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So, you know, the OST is really good. I talked about you know, the returning tracks, and some of the remixes are great. Metal Harbor, Water Palace, and Apatos is just absolute cinema. I just love this so much. And that stutter too goes crazy. But you know, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is definitely going to be, you know, seen as like the kart racer of the decade, since, you know, Mario Kart World is kind of ass, and you know, nobody's paying $80 for that shit. And you have the pre-order for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. You know, obviously it's going to be that amount for the pre-order, but when the full game releases, then I'm kind of expecting it to be around the Shadow Generations, you know, like non-sale price, or maybe it'll be the Frontiers price, or maybe it'll be even lower, you know, considering it's a kart racer and not a mainline title. So, you know, we don't know until, you know, we actually see what it's going to be priced at. So, because we know like $70 is what, you know, the current price tag for Crossworlds is, you know, for the pre-order, but I'm not sure what it's going to be like the standard edition once the game is fully releases on September 25th. So, yeah. I guess off topic, since you know, it's probably getting close to the end of the video anyways, is that the Transformers movie review, it's gonna take a long time, okay? Because I'm having to rewatch this movie multiple times and like taking notes as I watch it. So, you know, it's gonna be a while. So don't expect any like new content from me. Maybe like a few shorts if I feel like it, but that's really about it. So there's not gonna be as much as I'd want, but I promise that the video will at least be like at the least 20 minutes long. This will probably be my longest video yet. So after that, I don't know, maybe I might review the tie-in games for the movie if you guys want to, but it's whatever. But as anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.